Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastic week. I'm not going to lie, mine has been absolutely crazy this week. On Monday, I was in Hobbycraft. I only went down there for just a couple of bits, but I was on my own. I had my walking stick with me. My back was killing me. The lights were too bright and they were just messing with my head. I was absolutely shattered. But I happened to run into somebody that I haven't seen in a number of years now. And so we stopped and we had a chat, and I must have said to her, "Oh, I can't wait to get home, I'm exhausted." And she just looked at me and went, "Wait till you get to my age, then you'll know what it's like to be tired." She must be about 20 years older than me, in all fairness. And I do respect that as you get older, you do get more aches and pains, you get tired quickly, and your body doesn't work quite as well as it did when you were younger. But I wasn't aware that there was an age restriction on pain. In fact, if there's an age restriction on pain, please send the notice out to everybody that's under a certain age with chronic pain, because we didn't get the memo. It's wrong to assume that somebody isn't in as much pain as you because of their age. Age has absolutely nothing to do with how people feel. After this, I thought, I know, I'd like to do a short video on 10 things not to say to somebody with a chronic illness. And I couldn't just think of 10 things. Every time I thought of something, I thought of 10 more. So I've cut it down to just 10 of my real pet peeves, the ones I really don't like. Some people might not find them offensive. I don't always find them offensive. It depends how they're said. But these are my top 10 don't say to people with a chronic illness. Obviously, number one is don't say, "Wait till you get to my age." Number two on my list is when you're out and about and you see somebody and you either in your wheelchair or you've got your stick or whatever mobility device you need, and they look at you and go, "Oh, what happened to you then?" Or, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" That's rude. Would you ask somebody else what's wrong with them? Why are you asking me? My medical history's got nothing to do with you at all. And that's beside the point. It really puts you on the spot, like you feel like you have to answer. And then when you do answer, say, "I have neurological disorder, I have fibromyalgia, so I have chronic pain, I have balance issues," and they look at you, and then we get on to number 3 on my list, and you get, "Oh yeah, I think I've got that. I get tired all the time." Or, "Yeah, I think I've got that. My leg always hurts when it gets cold." Firstly, if you have feeling that you're tired or your limbs are hurting or whatever, go and see a GP. Go and tell your doctor about it, and maybe you'll get a diagnosis of fibromyalgia. Maybe you won't. But let me ask you something. If I had a broken leg and I'm walking on crutches because of a broken leg, would you turn around to me and say, "Oh yeah, I think I've got a broken leg. My knee really hurts"? No, you wouldn't. So please don't say, "Oh yeah, I think I have that." It's quite insulting, and it shows that you haven't understood the difficulties that we face. And then number 4, which I think is a favourite of pretty much most people that have a chronic illness, and that is, "Oh, well, you look well," or "Oh, you don't look sick." And it's the tone in which it's said, because we all sort of see somebody and say, oh, wow, you look well. And it's a polite thing to say, and it's a greeting. But it's when it's said after you've explained, say, how you're feeling, and they just look at you and go, oh, well, you look well. And it's kind of, that's the end of the conversation. They don't want to know anymore. They don't know. I don't know what you're complaining about. You look fine to me. And that's how we feel. We're constantly feeling judged for if we've got our mobility aids, or if we say we can't do something, or we don't show up because we're too exhausted. We just feel constantly judged. And then for people to just say, well, you look well, or you don't look sick. Well, nobody wants to look sick, do they? But please tell me, what does somebody that is sick look like? Another personal favourite of mine is number 5, and that is, are you better yet? And it usually goes hand in hand with, are you better yet? Because I just wanted to know if you could help me with this. Are you better yet? Because I wanted somebody to do blah, blah, blah. And it's always somebody wants me to do something. Well, the answer is no. No, I'm not better yet. Because at the moment, there is no cure for my disorder, for my disability. There is no cure to this date. So no, I am not better. However, I do have good days and bad days. And on a good day, I might be able to help you with something. But on a bad day, I won't. So I do understand what they're saying. They're not really saying, are you better yet? Is it all over? But that's what it feels like to me again. It's judging. We're not going to get better. Chronic illnesses are for life or until there is a cure. So no, I'm not better yet. Then there's number 6, which again is very much like number 5. But you did it last week. Why can't you do it now? But yesterday you could walk to the end of the road. Why do you want your wheelchair now? I'll say it again. Good days and bad days. Sometimes in the mornings, I can actually walk up the stairs, one foot in front of the other, so long as I'm holding on. But maybe half an hour later, I'm crawling up the stairs on my hands and knees because I can no longer walk that far. It's too exhausting. So good days, bad days. Not you can do it one day, why can't you do it another day? It really depends on the day and how I feel. And also, who's to say that I struggled so hard to do it last week, whatever it was, that I actually ended up spending 3 days in bed after it. So no, actually, I don't want to do that again. This is what happens. Another classic. Have you tried ... Have you tried exercise? Yes, I have tried exercise. It can't do star jumps and crunches and all of that stuff. That's not what I do. I do simple stretches to keep my legs moving. I do a bit of Tai Chi to keep my arms and my body moving. Yes, we've tried exercise, okay? It hurts. Have you tried yoga? That's another classic, and that goes with the exercise. I personally don't like yoga. Lots of people do. But again, if you have chronic pain, chronic fatigue, and other chronic illnesses, you can't always do it. Well, have you tried losing weight? You'd feel much better if you lost some weight. I don't doubt that for a second. I would love to lose some weight. I'm trying to lose weight. That's a very rude comment to say, to suggest that somebody is overweight and they need to do something about it to feel better. Losing weight will not cure our chronic illness. It won't cure it. It may help some of the symptoms, but it's not a cure. And many people with especially chronic pain, the medication that you have to take for some of these illnesses, it messes with your weight. I put on 1 stone within about a month of going on my medication, and it's a struggle to keep it off. So to suggest that we lose weight, it's just downright rude, and don't do it. Have you tried going vegan? No, I haven't tried going vegan, but I do eat a lot of vegetables. Does that count? Going vegan will not cure a chronic illness. And my favourite one, have you tried prayer? Now, a friend of mine always says this to me because he knows it winds me up, and you know who you are. No, I haven't tried prayer because that's not my belief. However, if it is your belief, I think that is absolutely fantastic. And if prayer helps you, then that is great. And if you want to pray for me, by all means, I would be grateful if you did. But no, I haven't found that prayer will actually cure my chronic illness. Then we get on to the, well, could be worse. At least it's not terminal. Now, oh, I'm sorry, I absolutely hate this one. I really do. I am not taking anything away from people with a terminal illness. I think that must be horrendous. And yes, I am very grateful I do not have a terminal illness. But what I do have is something that as of yet does not have a cure. From my experience with chronic pain, the thought of actually having that for the next 20, 30, 40 years is absolutely terrifying. I do not want to have this for the rest of my life. It's a scary thought, and a lot of people with chronic illness suffer very much with their mental health, a lot with depression and anxiety and low moods, and it's because we are trapped. We really are, and it's scary, the thought that we're going to be suffering the way we're suffering now till the end. It's awful. Please don't say that, because that's just saying, well, that's okay, you can suffer for the rest of your life, for the next 30 years, but it's okay because what you've got is not going to kill you. Number 9, must be nice not to have to go to work. No, actually no, it's really not. I would much rather be at work. I loved going to work. I could leave the house, I could wear nice clothes, I could wear high heels. I got to meet people. I got to be sociable. I got to use my brain. No, I wish I could go to work. It is not fun. It's not a holiday being at home all the time. It's not fun being in pain. It's not fun being so fatigued that you can't even look after your kids properly. You can't clean your house. It's not a holiday. It is not fun. And then you get number 10. I wish I could sleep all day. Well, I wish I couldn't sleep all day. I don't want to sleep during the day. I don't want to feel tired. I want to be out there having fun. I would really rather not be sleeping or watching telly or doing any of the things that you wish you could be doing, because it's not fun. It is not fun. You do not want this. So that's the end of my top 10. But I am just going to give you a bonus one. And that is, I really hate it, and I must hear this every single day. Somebody says it to me every day. Make a list. Lists are great. Lists are fantastic. Lists help lots of people to organize their thoughts, to remember things. And I know I forget things all the time, but making lists, for me, no. I have so many lists, so many scrappy bits of paper. I have about 50 notebooks that are just full with lists. But for me, the reason I don't like making lists is there's a lot of steps to making a list. You may not think it. But one, you have to find a pen. I live in such disorder that I can't find a pen. And when I do, I'll find 10 pens and none of them work, but I still will forget to put them in the bin. Then you have to find a piece of paper. Same as the pen. Where's a piece of paper? I've got scraps of paper everywhere. Once you've done that, you've got to remember what it was you wanted to write on that list. And me, it's already gone out of my head. If I had 5 things to think of, I only remember 2. So that was a waste of time. And even if you do put all the things on the list, you lose it, or you forget where you put the list, or you forget to take it with you, or I forget to look at it. So, and there's another thing I don't like about lists, and this is to-do lists, because I can have, even if it's just a small list of things to do, and I know it's going to sound silly, but I will forget to look at the list, or I'll think I know what's on the list and I will have forgotten things, or I won't manage to do the things on my list, even if it's something as simple as clean the kitchen floor. If I'm too tired to do it, I won't be able to do it. And then at the end of the day, you look at your list with all these nice ticks on it, and you feel so bad about not doing the things that were on your list. It's a lot of pressure if I make myself, I know it works for lots of people, but for me personally, I feel completely under pressure. And once I'm under pressure, everything feels worse. The pain will be worse. The brain fog will be worse. Everything gets worse for me with stress, and I will just end up saying, I can't do any of it. I can't do it, because that's just the way I am. So please, please don't say make a list, because it doesn't work for me. The reason I created this channel was to try and bring people together, people with chronic illnesses, chronic pain, if you're lonely, with depression or anxiety, or just want someone to talk to, So I decided that I'm going to start doing, from next week, live chats. So I'll notify everybody when I'm going to go live, or before I go live. And what that means is I will, like I am talking now, but I'll be live talking to you, and you don't have to be on screen. You type your comments and I can read the comments, and we can kind of have a conversation like this, and it brings everybody together. In my last fibromyalgia group, we were saying that it's nice to go to the groups, but sometimes we want somewhere where we can go when we just want to talk to somebody or just let off steam. And this is what I want to provide. I'm going to do the first one next week and see how that goes, but I think it'd be a really good idea. So I do hope to see everybody on my live stream. I think it'd be great fun. That's all from me. I'm going to leave you with a lasting thought, but in the meantime, have a lovely week, take care of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.